nice. Love comes as a surprise, but it's too late. It's just too late to say. Too late to say. Hey, everybody, we'll always be together, however far it seems. We'll always be together, together in electric dreams. Because the friendship that you gave has caused me to be brave. No matter where I go, I'll never find a better prize. Although you're miles and miles away, I'll see you every day. I don't have to try, I just close my eyes. I close my eyes. We'll always be together, however far it seems. We'll always be together, together in electric dreams. We'll always be together, however far it seems. We'll always be together, together in electric dreams. I can feel the energy rising. Come on, come on, come on! We'll always be together, however far it seems. We'll always be together, together in electric dreams. We'll always be together, however far it seems. We'll always be together, together in electric dreams. Thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, your hosts for the evening. Come on, Minnie. Minnie, we're waiting for you. Minnie, here we go, your host, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Minnie.
Thank you, my darling. First of all, can we just give another round of applause to this superstar who's done a lot more than sing this evening? You have no idea. He's amazing. You're going to hear more from Mark later on. Good evening! Are we feeling it yet? Okay, well sadly not everyone is here, but I'm sure they'll be along in due course. Before we kick this off, you beautiful beings of light, I'd like to introduce our admin team who have worked tirelessly for the last 7 months straight. Are you ready to meet them? Yes. You need to give them a really big round of applause, okay? So this little gentleman, oh, I feel all emotional. We are home educators, and this is my son Bobby Berwin, and he's 12, just approaching 13, and we thought, you know, when we rebirthed this from the amazing Rosemary Griffiths, who's going to throttle me when I drag her up here shortly, we rebirthed it, and I thought, you know, this would be incredible if I could run this with my family. And I have a busy family. My daughter runs her own business. My son's a distance away. So I thought, well, we're home educators, and what better way for my son to learn how to run something as special as this, we can do this. And I said to Bobby, do you know what, we can do this. We don't need a team. We will need a team, because for the next one we're going to stretch out a bit further. Eventually we're going to do England and then further on. So we're going to need a team, so we might sort of put it out there and hope that some people come forward and help us with that. But for now, this little man has done the most incredible job. And let me tell you, we, between us, haven't missed one tagged name, one nomination, one vote. We haven't missed a thing, have we? Have you enjoyed it?
Yes, I have.
Are you relieved you've got no more admin work to do?
Yes.
Can we give him a massive round of applause, please? He's amazing. He's amazing. Okay. I'd like to bring up on stage a very, very special lady. Her name is Rosemary Griffith, and I'd like you to show some serious love for this lady, and I'll explain why in a moment. Let's give her some love. Give us some time to make her way up. I was going to ask if we had some gentlemen to help Rose up, because those steps are really scary. Di, would you grab Rose's other hand? Would you be a gentleman? Thank you. All right, darling? You take that one, Rose, and I'm going to grab the other one.
Hi.
Do you know who this lady is? Put your hand up if you know who this lady is. Okay. This lady is the original mother of the Spiritual Connections Awards Wales. And this lady was running this. God, I have so much respect for you. How did you do it? How many years did you run it, Rose?
5.
5 years. And you still look like that. That's amazing. Anyway, this lady was running this for years. But this lady is a light worker. I hope you don't mind me calling you that. But she's a light worker. And she does a lot more than you can even imagine. Before, during, and now. And I think she's amazing. So I have got a little something for you, Rose. To show some love and appreciation for all your years of service. It's you. It's very heavy, so be careful. Take it with you. Aren't you gorgeous? Just like
That's my Blu-ray scene.
Is it?
Isn't that amazing?
So this is a Lifetime Achievement Award. Please put your hands together for Rosemary Griffiths.
Can I say thank you? This is amazing. When Simone, I can't call her Minnie. When Simone asked me about this, 3-4 years ago now?
Yes.
Must be 3-4
Can you
years
believe?
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. If you want to be that mad, go for it. And then it all disappeared, didn't it? And then.
Yeah.
And then it came back, and then it wasn't until a fortnight ago she phoned me and she said, "Are you all ready for next week?" I said, "Why? What's happening next week?" So I had to catch up very, very quickly.
Yeah.
So it's been amazing. So, and all your people are amazing. So it doesn't matter who takes home the trophy
That's
tonight.
right.
As light workers and spiritual workers, we all work from one source, and
That's right.
there is no such thing as a winner and a loser. We're all winners. And
Absolutely.
work
So
through our amazing teams that work through us, and can help so many people. So I come back now. I'm not doing quite so much now.
So what are you doing? I believe you're working on a retreat.
Yes, I do a lot of hosting now at home. I do a lot of retreats and
Lovely.
still run the West Wales Wellbeing Show.
Yeah.
That's been going going almost
Years.
20 years now. I hold that twice a year, every April and October in Haverfordwest. Yeah, twice a year. So it's really good. It's quite, I think there's a few people who are supposed to be here tonight coming.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of people have started off at the show, so it's yes, it's really good. So I'm really pleased to be here. I'm really happy that you've taken it on and you're going to continue with it. And the work that she's put in with these amazing prizes are just phenomenal. So
Thank you, Rose.
yeah.
I decided to handcraft the awards because, well, it's part of me. But also, I'm all about respecting Mother Earth. And so I collect pieces on my hikes for miles and miles with my family. And I've collected these pieces. So the pieces you see are discarded, I like to call them milk teeth. They drop from the trees. We haven't cut trees down. And I just handcrafted them, a little bit of help from Bobby on a couple of them. And I just thought it was keeping it real. It's more authentic. And yeah, I hope you like it.
Fabulous. And well done to your little helper too.
I know.
Amazing. Congratulations. You've done a good
Thank you, Rose. That means a lot. Thank you, darling. Could someone help Rose down, please? Come on, we can do better than that. Big clap, big clap. Thank you, guys. So lovely, sorry, Rose. She's got her dancing shoes on ready. Okay, so now you know. Now you know where this came from. Now, I'm going to bring my daughter on, Laurie. Can we give a nice warm welcome to Laurie? I'm going to bring a lady on the stage. She's absolutely divine, she's beautiful. And she very kindly offered, she does a lot of public speaking. That's one tiny area of her huge tree. And she covers all branches. And she asked, could she do some, or is there anything she could do to speak this evening, speeches or anything like that? And I said, yes, please. So Evangelina is about to tell you all about a very, very special gentleman. I'm going to leave it to Evangelina to explain. Would you please give a warm welcome to Evangelina?
Thank you, Minnie.
You're welcome.
It was between Minnie and myself, actually. We were wondering what best I could do. And a special lady in her spiritualist church who are in tonight, who are going to give us a wave when I mention them. Linda Webb, who runs Rumney Spiritualist Church. Hello. There they are, in the corner, hiding. Well, Linda was quite emotional about this sort of coming out, and there's a very dear friend of hers called Doug Holderness, who was actually up himself for a healing award tonight. And the reason that Doug can't be with us is because he suddenly passed. It was very unexpected, and as most of us here know, people who have passed unexpectedly, it's not only tragic but a great loss, especially when they do such incredible work in the community.
Yeah, that's right.
And Doug was one of these men who selflessly gave his Reiki healing free every Sunday without fail to at least, I'm told, 5 people, but I'm sure there's many, many more. Doug was only 69 when he passed. The last phone call I believe Linda had with him was that he would be at the next healing. And unfortunately, he didn't make it. He did know about his award, however, and he was extremely excited and thrilled that this event was continuing on and that Minnie was in charge of it. He was extremely touched that people took the time to nominate him, because whether we're paid for our services or not, it's the thanks that is the most important to us, knowing that we help knowing that we support, knowing that we change lives, because it is what we try to do for the best. I know Doug did it selflessly. I was told so many things time and time again about how incredible this man was. So much so that when he passed, they wanted to dedicate a section to him. The poem Footprints was Linda's wish to be read, but the most important part of that poem was the part at the very end. Because Doug gave so selflessly, rather, the Lord replied, "My precious, precious child, I love you and I would never leave you during your times of trial and suffering. When you saw only one set of footprints, it was then that I was carrying you." So the only thing that's comforting that's come out of this is knowing that Doug is now at rest and himself being carried and healed back with his Father, Spirit. So thank you so much to Linda for letting us honour Doug tonight. We are in no way able to know who would have won, but I'm sure Doug would have had the majority vote, judging by what we were told tonight. So we'd like to say a special thank you to you for letting us mention him again tonight, and a thank you to Doug for healing so many people who I'm sure are here as well. So thank you, Doug.
Absolutely, and also, thank you so much. It's beautiful. Where are you, Linda?
Yeah.
Where? There she is. Linda, I'm afraid you've got to come up very quickly because I've got something to show you. Can we give a warm welcome, please, for Linda Webb? Thank you so much. Hi, beautiful. So just very quickly, would you let everyone know which church you represent?
Yeah, our church is Romney in Cardiff on Wentlock Road.
So we would like to present your church with the Doug Award. Can we give a nice round of applause, please? And if you can't see, closer to the back, we've got a nice image of Doug here on the award. So Linda can take this with her, present it to the church.
Thank you.
All right, my darling, and keep it safe. And he knows he's there, being loved. And
Yeah.
all right.
We'll always cherish this in our church. We've definitely got on display. It'll always be on display to our church service on Sunday.
Lovely.
We still hold Doug in our hearts, and I know he's sitting here tonight.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you, Evangelina, as well. Can we give her a nice clap, please? Thank you. Thank you, beautiful. Okay, let's give some awards out. Okay, for the next category, this category is mental emotional support. Okay, so this one is for mental emotional support, and I'm not sure if this gentleman is here yet. He's supposed to be here. I'm looking for the winner. Tonight's winner of the mental emotional support award goes to Howell Rose. Are you here, Howell? No, Howell? Howell Rose? Oh. This gent is amazing. I met him many years ago, so many years ago, I can't remember, about 15 years ago, and he does so much within the community to support people for lots of different reasons, and I'm really sad he's not here to take that this evening. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, so the next category is environmental respect. Laurie's going to grab that one for us now. You're not going to believe this. The winner of this one is not here yet either. Anyway, we're going to announce it all the same. So the winner of the Environmental Respect Award goes to the Steer Academy, Tracy Miles. We're going to give her a clap anyway, even though she's not here, because this is being recorded this evening. Wow. Again. What an earth angel. She's absolutely incredible, this lady. I'd like to do a whole speech on this, but as she's not here, I think I'm going to leave that until I see her. But she does an incredible job running the Steer Academy. It's in Tondi Bridgend, I believe, Laurie, is it? And she does some amazing work up there. Please check it out on the internet. Incredible lady. Okay. We're going to mix this up a little bit now. Before we announce more awards, we've got a wonderful gentleman here this evening who's devoted his life as a missionary and has offered his services to give us a mediumship demonstration. So I would like you please to give a warm welcome to Brian Downs. Hi, Brian. We haven't even said hi yet, have we? So much, darling. Really great to see you. Take your time, okay? And let's just pick the energy up a little bit before he starts. Give us a nice clap, big round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I have volunteered to do this tonight because I feel I just wanted to give something. I just wanted to give something from Spirit. And I'm very devoted to Spirit. Okay? So as we're just waiting now, alright, sweetheart. Right, I always say I work the old way. Okay? I'll describe the person, the mannerism, if they swear, if they're miserable, if they're grumpy, they're going to be like it in spirit, alright? There's no difference at all. So I'm not going to give you a person that's grumpy and say, oh, they're a lovely person. They're not. Alright? Truthful. The essence of the message is important. The essence of the person is important. Okay? So the way I've been taught for many, many years, and the way I teach in my class. Okay? So I'm going to see where I'm going. I've got so many spirit here. The seats are not empty, they are full. Okay? So I see where they're waving to. Where are we going? I know they're hobbling around there somewhere. Sweetheart, can I come to you, my darling? Yeah, can I come to you? Yeah? All I need for you to do, sweetheart, is just to say yes or no. Or get lost, Brian. Okay? We love laughter. I love laughter. Alright? I can talk for Wales, and I swear I can. And a lot of people tell me to shut up as well. Alright, darling? I've got a lady that's coming through my street. Alright? A very short lady, very rounded in the build. Okay? As I'm looking at her face, she's got this lovely, lovely, lovely complexion. Alright? I just see the blue eyes just popping in there. Alright? Hair quite flat to the head. Alright? A little bit high up on her head. But she always wore clothes that are bigger than what she was. Can you understand, my darling? Yeah, I know, because she's going tapping you on the head. Come on, right? She had funny feet, okay? Her toes would be crossing over, all right? Because she's got a habit of showing you her feet, okay? Now, she didn't like her legs either, my sweet, did she? Right? Because she's always got them covered up, all right? But I know the way she's looking at me at the moment, and she's lifting up her skirt, and she's going, not very nice, but they're my legs. Alright? She suffered, sweetheart, didn't she? She suffered to the end. From the start to the end. She really had so many problems within her life. but she still managed to carry on. Can you understand, my love? Yeah? Can you hear me? Oh, are you alright there? Yeah? And also, as she's coming through, I want to jump down there and I want to give you the biggest crutch going. Okay? And the biggest thank you. Alright? Because as she's coming in, she smells so sweet. Okay? And with the perfume that she wore on the earth plane. Alright? And she's coming in. And I want to say, sweetheart, I'm not going to open it all up because this is a demonstration evening, alright? But I do feel that the love that she's got for you at the moment is a great love, alright? And she tells me that you've been through so many things over the last couple of weeks, one after another after another. Can you understand, my darling? And she takes her hat off to you because she was on her own for quite a while. Would you understand that, my love? Because she's telling me he was in spirit for a good number of years, all right, before she joined him. And she missed him a lot, okay? Very kind heart I got from her, you know? And she kept all those ornaments and she kept them pristine. Can you understand? And she called, I'm not saying they were junk, but other people would have called them junk, but to her, they were her treasures, right? And she collected them, even when she went away, or someone went away, they would bring something back for her, all right? And they add to the collection, all right? She's given me, do you remember the gold plates that hang up on the wall, sweetheart? Do you remember the gold plates that hang up on the wall? Right? And they told the story of different things, right? Because she's asking me, have they gone? Right? Because someone's got them, and they're not looking after them, all right? Even though they're not worried about material things, but they like to know where things are, okay? But she's also coming to you, sweetheart, and she's telling me about a child that's passed over as well. Very long time ago, my love. Alright? A child grows in spirit. Okay? Doesn't matter how old that child is, from baby, it will grow. Okay? And that child will be around you till you pass. Alright? And till you're reunited with it. Okay? So please, sweetheart, I know you've got problems within the chest area, the stomach area as well, that she's given me. And I know she said, I've got problems in the water as well, my love, all right? She said, I can't get away with that, all right? I've got to be careful because I work trance as well. Sometimes you take over a little bit, but I try not to let that happen. But my love for you, my darling, is unbelievable, all right? So I'm going to leave her with your love and her love, all right? Sorry, it's quite a little bit short and not to the point, but sometimes that's the way she is. Okay? She never gets to the point. And she never will. Okay? So she said, I'm in charge, I'm going, bye-bye. Alright? And that's the way she's leaving you, sweetheart, alright? Just before she goes, she said, the 19th of March. Would you understand that? There must have been an anniversary of someone's passing around the 19th of March. Or a day here, a day there. Because she's showing me a headstone with two people in that grave. There's a man, there's a woman. Can you understand, my darling? Alright? That's what she's showing me as well. And I know I want to give a posy as well, so I know the springtime, there was a passing around the springtime as well. Okay? Because I'm giving you daffodils as well. Okay? But I'm also giving you the biggest kiss from her to you. Alright? And I thank you for everything that you did. Because you did so much. Alright? And you've got a heart of gold. And stop putting yourself down. Because you always do. Even from the age of that. Ta-da. Alright? So, big love to say, sweetheart. Thank you, darling. I don't know how many I can do. right? As long as you don't come and get me, I'm working, all right? This is my stage. So whatever messages we're going to get out, we're going to get them out. Right, where are we going now, sweetheart? I've got a lovely lady here who wants to... Oh, lady in pink. Can I come to you, my darling? Can I come straight down the middle? Yes, darling. Yeah? Look, pink one. Oh, it's ready. Look, pink from up here. All right? All these lights shining, I can just about see. Okay? Sweetheart, I've got a lovely, lovely lady that's coming through, my darling. Right? But I wouldn't get on the wrong side of her. Okay? She's coming in, and I feel as grumpy I could be. Alright? I'm in charge, and what I've got to say, you either take it or you know where the door is well. Right? Can you understand? Right? And as she's talking to me right now, I feel sorry for my guy. Okay? He's only 16, and he passed in the First World War. Okay? And he's got to put up with all these people. Okay? And he gets pushed around a little bit, so I feel sorry for him. But as she comes in, sweetheart, I carry a little bit of weight, love. Alright? Not just a little bit, you know what I mean. Okay? But I want to go smaller as well. Alright? As she walks in, her face is quite round, my darling. Right? I don't see, I'll be honest with you, I put her around the 60s to 65 mark, right? But I might be slightly wrong there. But she don't look her age. Can you understand, my darling? That's why normally I wait for them to tell me, but she's not telling me nothing, so I've got to guess. Okay? I don't mind guessing. I want to say as well, sweetheart, she had problems from toe to head. Alright? But a very strong lady. She had to be. Alright? And if people didn't like her, she's my type of lady. Okay? If people don't like you, they got the problem, not me. Alright? But I feel like I want to dish out food to everyone as well. She's walking in here with a... She's got a habit of swearing, right? So I've got to be careful how I say this. But she always had a bad right knee as well. Okay? So I know I've got problems with my right knee because as she's coming closer to my aura and as she's approaching me, do you know what? She brings this trolley in, alright, with all these cakes and she feeds people. Right? She's a feeder. Okay? And as she comes through, she said, right, I'm coming, but I'm coming, don't worry, you wait till I come again, right? And as she's coming in with a lot of smiles, but she was never like this, can you understand? Right? She was very opinionated, right? And if she had something to say, she would say it, whether you liked it or not, okay? And it's very rare that you see her laughing, alright? Because she was always dead serious. Her emotions, the way it's very rare that you would hear her say, I love you as well. Alright? Special occasions, right? And that was very, very rare. Okay? But she's coming in here, sweetheart, and she's bringing in 2 children as well with her. Okay? Now, as she comes through, she's got a boy and a girl, all right? I want to go back. One boy, I would say he's about 9 to 10 years old, okay? So it would have been about 10 years ago when this little one passed over to the spirit world, sweetheart, right? The little girl is a little bit older, all right? Much older, to be honest. I would say more in their late 30s to 35, 34, something like that, okay? But I know that these have passed over quite a long time ago. But there is a gentleman that's coming through as well, sweetheart, that she was quite bossy with. Can you understand? right? And he's just telling me now, I'm not seeing him, all I can do is hear him at the moment, but he's telling me that he went over for a bit of rest. All right? As he calls it, a respite. All right? And he walks in, he says, next minute she's over here, bossing me around again. Right? Nothing changes. Okay? But sweetheart, I want to come there, and she said, she's given you all this food. Okay? But she's feeding you knowledge. Okay? She is feeding you knowledge. She is feeding you with upliftment. Okay? She's feeding you with guidance. Because she's telling me that you need this so much at the moment. Okay? So she's also telling me that someone's let you down big time. Alright? And it shocked you a little bit. I know you're thinking, well, I was expecting it or something, but no, what she's telling me is, right, I can't. Right, I'll see if I can get away with it. I'll see if I can get away with it. I don't think I will, but I will. Right, can you remember a party that she went to? Right? And she wore a dress. Okay? Do you understand what I'm coming to? She wants me to mention it, okay? And things wasn't right. All right? Things fell down. Things fell down very, very much. But she didn't notice. And she was trying to dance. Can you understand? Oh. And we got a lot of embarrassing things that she wants to bring out. Okay? Do you remember the time when you were young? Okay? And you could never find anything. Yeah. Well, did someone go out without their underwear on? That was so... I must be living on a different planet. No, she's laughing. She said, look, she said, I want you to remember that I still remember everything. Okay? I remember everything that goes on. She said, it was funny when my pants fell down my trousers. Right? That was funny. But she bent down, no. That was the worst of it. It can't get any worse than that, surely. Right? It could. Yeah, I know it could, because she's on about it. Right? But she's such... Do you know what? This is the essence. This is why I say, essence of the person. That is the most important, and that's what I was drilled in the beginning when I started mediumship. The essence of the message, the essence of the person, the way that they were when they were here, and the way that they are in spirit. Exactly the same, no changes, and that's the way they're always going to be. Okay? So when we pass over, God, if you've got some embarrassing things, oh, do you know what? I wish I'd be the medium that brings it through. Okay? So we can have a bit of fun. I've had a lot worse than that night. Thank you, sweetheart. All right? Thank you for working with me. It was just, like I said, it's a demonstration of mediumship to prove that life is eternal. And I hope, with the two messages I just give, I hope I've done that with all your love.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you so much. That was so beautiful. I love your delivery. You're fantastic. Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you. Big round of applause again. Thank you. Brian, you may go this way. It's not easier. Let me come out here for you. Thank you very much, sir. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Okay, let's give some awards out. Right. The next category is care in the community. And Get ready. We should have had a drum roll, shouldn't we? I didn't think that went through, did I? The winner of Care in the Community is Hayley Rogers. Okay, this is for you, my lovely. You're very welcome. And the reason I put Care in the Community in is because, well, obviously I don't need to explain this one, do I? We love that community support, don't we? You know, right? Okay? Regardless of whether you've lived somewhere for many years or for a short time, how important is it to know that you've got someone, let me tell you, like this, yeah? Okay? This lady will go, in fact we're going to have words later, because she does far too much for people. Although I love that about her, we've only met recently, and I can see the support. Believe me, I have received so many letters, and they were incredible. And that's so important to know that when you need someone to rely on, or, you know, whether you ask or not, there's someone like Hayley that says, do you know what, let me do a little impression. I can do that for you, lovely. I love the way she speaks. Lovely. And she is a true angel who cannot do enough to support people. Give it up for Hayley Rogers. That way. Otherwise, they're going to get a wonderful view of your fabulous cleavage, Hayley.
I just got an up close and personal then. There's awards all around.
Oh, she does.
So next we've got Channeled Artist.
Get it? I just need to collect my thoughts because I'm still in Hayley's cleavage.
She is.
Where are you? I don't know, whoever made these.
Come on, woman, you made them.
Well, this is actually combined. This is Channeled Spiritual Artist. Okay? I will leave this to you. Come on, we need a nice
I don't know. I quite like the pause. And the winner is Victoria Draper.
Get those fabulous dreadlocks up here. You need to do this. Thank you so much. Come over
It's
here.
quite heavy. I haven't worked out through it, so.
You could have
Congratulations, darling.
Take the
Well, you
mic.
can talk now. Which one do you want? Yes, you must. It's over to you. You can have the heart as well. Just say thanks.
Yeah, I was thinking,
Just tell them a little bit about what you do, Victoria, and where your passion from art comes from, and you've got probably about 60 seconds.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Well, what do? I teach, basically. I gave it up several years ago to teach my daughter who was diagnosed with Asperger's. And from there I started in with different portraits and things like that, and work, and to be honest, most of it is for myself because I've never put it out there until I met Minnie, which obviously I have 2 other little children at the moment, so I don't get a lot done at all. And if I know
she's
she
a
do these, I would stay
multitasker.
home with them. But yeah, I do. There's portraits I've done. There's a commission I'm working on for Minnie herself. And different things, but like I said, I teach. That's what I do. Art is my thing.
She's passionate, aren't you, about it?
Yeah. Anybody can achieve through that, and like I said, and especially like kids on the spectrum and things like that, which
Yes.
is
Yeah.
extremely close.
Right, isn't it? Let's encourage our children to channel their energies. Okay?
I mean, for all that, my kids aren't coming, and she wouldn't come because she would be dying for what we know. But well, she'd be proud anyway. She'd be well chuffed.
Absolutely.
Filming it all now, but I know
Absolutely.
But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go now.
This lady so deserves this. You have no idea. Really big, warm round of applause. Thank you, my darling sauces. You can kill me later. There we are. Okay. Thank you, Victoria. The next category is mediumship. And we have separate male and female. And this one was so close. It was close. We had 2 runners-up. Does that make sense? Yeah? I hope so. And they were very, very close together, and then we have a winner. So I'm going to announce respectfully the runners-up first, and then our winner. Sadly, one of the runners-up, who is not here this evening, and his name is Brian Johnson, but we will give it up for Brian Johnson. Wonderful man, and has devoted many years to, working as a light worker. The second runner-up, who you have experience now with his wonderful channeling, is the wonderful Brian Downs. Now, I know it's not the same. Brian, where are you? Where are you? Brian, I know it's not the same, but I have still crafted a disc for you, just to show you. And I want you to be, let people know you were a runner-up, it was close, and we absolutely love and respect what you do for Divine Source. Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you. Our winner for male mediumship. Yeah, there's 2. Don't confuse Mummy. There's 2. Grab that one as well, because then you can choose. The winner is Nigel Hardwich. Get up here. Are you all right on the stairs, darling? Did you wear your heels this evening? Hello, gorgeous. There's your antenna. Antenna. Turn it round. There we are. There's the channeling head there. If you can just look, put your handsome face towards the photographer. This man, again, he's devoted his life to, as a light worker, and he does so much within the community. He does so much for ex-military, Nigel?
Yeah.
Is that the correct way to?
I'm a caseworker for SAFA, which is an ex-military
Would you take
charity.
that to explain what you do? Because you do so many wonderful things.
I do a lot of work with ex-military that have got into trouble. They're a charity called SAFA, which is the Soldiers, Sailors and Air Force Association. So apart from that, I also do mediumship with my lovely wife Nicola, and we go around the churches. I don't do one-to-ones yet, but Nicola does. So I'd just like to say thank you very much.
Short and sweet. Again, he does a lot more than he's saying. But we love this man. He's amazing, and I know he'll get uncomfortable if I dribble on too long. I just
Taking my clothes off.
You'd love to.
I'm Tracy.
Oh, Tracy! Hey. Thank you, Nigel. Genuinely, thank you, my darling. Let's give it up for Nigel. You may go that way today. And now for the female mediumship. Now, this one was a nightmare. This one was so close you have no idea. If you imagine a scale going up and down, up and down, up and down, it was just amazing. But it's amazing, it's so positive to see so many people supporting these incredible channels. Mediums, if you're not familiar in the audience with a medium, this is not just someone that stands and delivers messages from your loved ones, although how huge is that? This is someone that is a natural healer. They are a vocal healer, they are a listening healer, they are empathic. They do so much with unconditional love, and wow. these ladies need so much love and respect and acknowledgement. We have runners-up because it was incredibly close, you have no idea. The runners-up are Keris Dawn Hulse. Let's give it up for Keris. Keris, would you like to come up? That would be lovely. Thank you. To follow Keris, please, can we have Hayley Rogers? Thank you. And you know, it's only little meat crafting, so I didn't get enough time, 6 months wasn't enough, to do the bigger ones, but I just wanted to give you discs just to acknowledge. Keris, you look fabulous! Oh my God, these ladies, again, incredible. Too many hours you put in, too many hours, and but still, I just love how much you do for people selflessly with unconditional love. No, really, I've seen, I've observed. God, you look fabulous. Okay, so I know there are only discs, but they're little discs of acknowledgement. Runner-up for female mediumship and second runner-up for female mediumship. Big round of applause. Come on, they do a lot. Thank you, you beautiful angels. Thank you. And, oh, no, darling, we haven't got the winner. The winner of female mediumship is Tracy Jones. Get that beautiful face up here. Oh, we need a bit of music, Mark. It goes all quiet. Okay, fabulous. Come on, nice warm welcome for Tracy Jones. Hi, beautiful. Finally, we have been on each other's Facebook forever, haven't we? I mean, probably as long as Facebook has been about, giving away our age. Darling, we look fabulous. Absolutely. Anyway, this lady, again, just around the clock. Anyone that knows a medium, oh, you're beautiful, knows that we work in sleep state. We work when our avatar is resting. We're still working, right? You don't stop, do you? So it's every day, it's for lots of communities, it's for the churches. Tell us just quickly a little bit about what you do.
I run Circle, I do development work, I love doing work for different charities. Just being normal, to me it's just being normal, it's just being there for people. Keeping it real and just sharing kindness and just helping people where you can. You know? Yeah, definitely. And just being there for people. That's all you can do. And I'm overwhelmed with this, I've got to be honest. And I want to thank all the girls for the support and for everybody that nominated for me. So thank you and thank you so much.
Thank you again. More rounds of applause. There we are. Okay. We're done with some awards just for now. We're going to mix this up slightly. Okay. We have an African drumming session. Who's up for a bit of drumming? Let's liven this joint up. So give us a little moment while we collect ourselves, and we will be with you in 2 minutes.
So I hope you're ready to get toe tapping, guys. I'd like you to give a big warm welcome for our African drumming section, led by Minnie here. Can I hear a round of applause? Let's get some energies up here.
We're rather short, sorry. it's very precious to me, my family, and to a lot of close friends who are also home educators. And and we have a lovely family. We have a couple of home educator families here this evening, but one family has come to tell you about their wonderful journey as home educators. They are world schoolers, we call them. And they travel the world, sometimes by plane, boat, camper van, and they have the most incredible adventures. So let's welcome the Rapleys. Nothing to be, tell her she's not to be nervous, she's fine, isn't she? Aren't you all lovely and friendly? There we go.
So, I'm just going to start off by introducing these humans. This is my mother duck, this is my mum, Donna Rapley. And this is my little sister Cassidy. And yes. But my dad can't be here today because he's back in France, so yes. So for as long as I can remember, I've always travelled from driving to London to flying to the other side of the world. And no matter where we all went, I always remember having an adventure, and I still do. My sister and I don't go to school because we see the world as our classroom. We moved to the Vale of Glamorgan, where my parents were born and raised 2 years ago. There, my mother duck set up HEB, which stands for Home Education Barry. At HEB, we have activities like Youth Troop Academy, Laughing Yoga, Zumba, Science, and more. The friends there that I made, they're like family to me. My mother duck also offers help and support to home educators. We have just celebrated HEB becoming a registered charity. I forgot the word. We also have a family blog where we share about our life, our travels and adventures. The last place we travelled to was South Korea, and it is my favourite place we have travelled to. And if you want to know more info, there will be some on the over there on that table in the side there. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, and thank you for listening.
Thank you, my darling. Yeah, wow, what a lifestyle you've got. They're living the dream, aren't you? And do you know what's so amazing, even more amazing, is that it's they are also talented individually. Sadly, Dad's not here this evening. Dad's fine, but he's not here this evening. They flew over from France. They are from Barry, South Wales, but they're over in France at the moment, aren't you? And they flew over just for this, so please give it up for them. They're amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. You go that way, and we'll see you shortly. Thank you. Okay, let's get back to the categories and awards. The next award is combined. We have Hair and Beauty and Holistics. And we have 2 winners. So I'm going to announce the first one. The winner of the Holistic Award is Enchanted Trio. Are you here? Yes. Where? Hi! Come on up! Wow, oh, you look gorgeous. Would you like a gent to help, or are you okay? Oh, you thought this one through with those DMs on. Oh, I love them. Hey! You look gorgeous. Oh, it's so lovely to meet you in person. Okay, so your award first. There we are. It's a little modest one, but it's just really we want to acknowledge what you do and how much you put in not just for the community, but obviously for Divine Source. And just, if you could just tell the audience a little bit about what you do, would you mind?
Looks like I'm doing that. I'm Karen, this is Sharon. Tracy is our other partner, wherever she may be hiding. We have a shop in Gosainon called Enchanted Trio. We do holistic therapies, readings, crystals, crystal therapy. We teach, I do circles. We do many things across the holistic therapies, teachings, everything. You name it, we've got it. And if we don't do it ourselves, we always bring somebody in who can. So thank you very much.
Thank you. And I love that you work together, the three of you. Do you get on all the time? Great. Give it up, please, for our Enchanted Trio. Ladies, you may go this way. Thank you so much. Thank you. Aren't they lovely? And now we have the winner of the Hair and Beauty Award. And that goes to my very own Weave Queen, Laurie Lee. Although she says Laurie Lou. Come on, you can do better than that. For my beautiful girl. How fitting is this? There we are, my darling. Just quickly, Laurie, if you could just tell them just quickly what you do. Give yourself a plug, Tia.
I'm not speaking too long because I'm running behind on time. But basically I do weave hair extensions and just listen to my clients moan all day to me about their problems. So yeah, thank you.
She's definitely not telling you the full extent of it. I'm not going into it. I just want to say briefly, sorry, hi Mike, I just spotted you. Hey Mike. I started in hairdressing. It was something I didn't want to do, and thank God I did it, because it was when I experienced that one-to-one that Laurie experiences with her clients, genuinely. It's about making people feel fantastic, isn't it? Right? But it's also that one-to-one. Hi, gorgeous. It's about that one-to-one, and Laurie makes sure that all of her clients, when they leave, they feel like goddesses. Our crown, right? How important is our crown? Okay? So, you know, what Laurie does is a lot more than just making someone's hair look beautiful. It goes a lot deeper than that. And there's a lot of healing channeled from those hands, although she's quite rough. There's a lot of healing channeled from those hands with her clients. She's got the best listening ear and the most patience. Give it up for Laurie, please. Thank you. It's quite heavy, isn't it, Laurie? Okay, where are we?
Laurie, I need an appointment now.
Okay. Another one. You do another one? Okay, the next award, the category, is Spiritual Crafter. Again, a lot more goes into this. Hey, who's all about respecting and honouring? Oh dear. Who's all about respecting and honouring our ancestors' way? Right? Give it up for them. Who's all about trading? If you've got a skill, why not trade with someone else who's got a skill, right? We're all about trading. In the spiritual communities, we're all about trading, aren't we? As much as we can. And spiritual crafting is hugely important for your children. Your children need life skills, survival skills, am I right? Okay? And there's no excuse. If your children go to school outside of school, it's important that you teach them these skills, and crafting is so important. My son, for example, he can build you a shelter, he can cook you a meal on the fire, and he can craft, let me tell you, and he's 12 years of age. You need to teach your children how to craft, people. It's so important. Which leads me to the winner of the Spiritual Crafter Award. Give it up for Jamie Draper. Please, Jamie, make your way up. This man is amazing. And I've now got to lift this thing. Come on up, Jamie. Yay, how are you? What's the last time I saw you at the wedding? Oh, I went to their wedding, it was amazing. It was so beautiful and magical. Oh, I won't go on about it though. Okay, Jamie, this is for you. It's Thor's hammer. Jamie crafts everything. I mean, seriously. I'm all about, authenticity. I like to keep things rough, real and raw, okay? And I've noticed with your crafting, you're not trying to better anyone else, you're not trying to polish it up too much. Your crafting, Jamie, is absolutely stunning. It's real, it's Viking crafting, I call it. It is. And he won't admit it, but you need to check out his crafting. So if you want his details, get them and have a look at what he makes. It's on another level. Give it up for Jamie Draper! Okay. Another lovely one. Okay. Sound therapy. Just check that wasn't there. Sound therapy. Okay. Put your hands up if you know how important sound therapy is. Right? Huge. Huge. Okay? Sound healing, sound therapy, kind of all part of the same thing. And, frequency, sound frequency, vibration, it's all incredibly powerful, and for some that are not aware, it's more powerful than you know. I mean, literally to the point where it can heal health issues, okay? So, sound therapy is hugely important. We all know how lifted we can be so positively when we listen to music, right? But in saying that, your vocals are incredibly powerful too. Am I right? Okay, so we've got two, but I'm going to do these separately. And at the moment, we're just on sound therapy. And we have two winners. Okay, we let them fight over it, Laurie, shall we? Can I just ask you one thing before I go on? Is that one in there? It's a separate one. Did you look? God, blimey. You just can't get the efficient style these days. Sorry? It's not a separate one, no. No. That one is not a separate one, no. Right. Okay. Whew. That was going to be a panic. We have two winners for sound therapy. Give it up, please, for Gareth Perkins. Come on, wakey, wakey. Come on, you can do better than that. And Angela Ferreira. I can't pronounce it. I'm so sorry, Angela. Where are you? Where are you, beautiful? Where's Angela? Anyone know where Angela is? Oh, is she hiding? Get up here. Oh, bless. Okay. Take your hands out of your pockets, please, sir. You're not in trouble. Not this time. Okay. So what I've done is I've separated them. We have sound healing and sound therapy. It's basically the same thing. Where's the other one, Laurie? Are you kidding me? You just had it. No, there's not. There's two. Oh, guys. We don't know where the other one is. There is two. There is two. Can you forgive me and let me retrieve the other one? Okay, there is two. I know there's two. Okay. So what I'm going to do, Gareth, will you be a gentleman and let Angela take the one award, and you can take a disc for now, and I'll retrieve the other one because there is another one. Okay? How did that one slip? I don't know. This is Angela. Angela, how do you pronounce your surname? Any way you like. Can I have a hug? I haven't seen you. It's lovely to see you. Tell me your name, your surname. Ferreira. Ferreira. Like Ferrero Rocher. Love that, darling. Okay. Well, first of all, Angela, you received a lot of support and love for your shamanic drumming. Yeah? Shamanic drumming is huge. Huge. Sound healing is so important, right? And not just for you doing it, but what you're giving off for others. How long have you been doing that?
Since 2016.
Okay, lovely. You love it? Part of your life, I love it. Give it up for Angela, please. Angela, it's your unusual award. You're very welcome. You can make your way that way, my darling. Do you want to say anything before you go? Gratitude. Simple and lovely. Thank you, darling. And Gareth, I know it's small, but what you do is big. It's big. Let me tell you, Gareth's been shamanic drumming, healing for quite a few years now, and the effect he has on others is unbelievable, honestly. I would say that's his biggest quality, and I don't think he gets enough praise for it, although recently you've had quite a lot more praise for it. But can we please give some respect for Gareth and the work he does there? It's amazing. Thank you, Gareth. You can either go that way or that way, it's up to you, you're not wearing heels. We're going to take a break.
Hello. Yay! Welcome back to part 2, ladies and gentlemen. I would like you to give a warm welcome to your host, Minnie, who is joined on stage by her beautiful friends, Claudia and Dave. No, Mika. Private joke. Minnie is now going to sing a beautiful song that she's written for herself that means a lot to her. I don't know, you take too long apparently, so you're not allowed to have the microphone.
I do take too long.
Minnie, you do. It's a very special song that Minnie is now going to explain, because it's in Welsh and I can't read it.
So, I'm trying to hide the cornflakes packet, because I'm very professional like that. Is everyone back? Are we all in our seats? Wonderful. Where's Laurie? Oh, there you are. Okay. Where's Bobby? Okay. I wrote a song, and it's just a very brief song. It's a tiny little song, and I wrote it in Welsh, which is huge for me as I'm not a fluent Welsh speaker. And I wrote it because it was a huge transitional stage in my life I went through, which I'm quite proud to share with you. And I know lots of women will relate. It's called the menopause, right? So I did 8 years of my time, 8 years, perimenopause, seriously. Do you know what? There's a lot of negativity about the menopause, but I actually got a lot of good to say about it. What about you? Yeah? You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Well, you wouldn't know. Hang on a minute. No, you're not. Anyway, I'm on my own here. So what we're saying is power to women, right? Because it's very special. It's very special what women go through, and we are women that we bring in the reincarnated souls, right? Through the womb, don't we? Yes. Let's hear it for the women. Come on. Right. So we're done. We're ready.
So, as I said in the beginning, Minnie, Claudia, and Mika.
Dwy wedi gwahanu er mwyn al un had sayor von hwriadau gadair kintsugi mi wylas y gwlau ar mynydd y ddwydoeg a pheladroer ddwyr yn ddofyn fenau fe wylas o
First time lies clear, Llawenydd Anyan Mawr. Lle mae gwyddien aur, Ddraig o'n clymu ein hunain. Fe welais o'r goleuni, fe welais o'r goleuni, fe welais o'r goleuni.
Thank you, you're so kind. My voice was so shaky. Thank you so much. Wow, just wow. How haunting was that, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sisters. Thank you, angels. Okay. Okay. The next category is herbalist. Another one that I'm so passionate about. We are what we eat, people, aren't we? Right? Yes. A lot of earth angels neglect themselves. This is what I've experienced with others. I like to call myself a holistic doctor. I scan people, I can see inside out. And I'm all about using Mother Earth's provisions. Mother Earth provides, there's no excuse. We have everything we need right beneath our feet. Okay, medicinal herbs, you name it. Our antioxidants, our antibiotics, our anti-inflammatories. How much time have you got? I'm passionate about this. This next one has been awarded to, I love this because it's a family. And oh my God, this is what it's all about. Family, working together, keeping the old ways alive, right? So please give it up for our winners. Gypsy Jasmine and Evangelina. First of all, I want to ask Jasmine how old she is.
I'm 11 years old.
Okay. I'm going to let Evangelina tell you what this incredible young lady does. Okay? And also, I'd like Mum to take some of this credit too, because if it's not for Mum and Dad, it's a family effort. But okay, just Mum. It's all about parents passing it on to our children, isn't it? And this family are a perfect example of that. So I'm going to let you explain, Evangelina, okay?
Wow.
Tell us a little bit about what you do at home.
So, well, my husband and I, we have 7 children. They all have gifts. In fairness, my husband didn't know when he married me that I was a gypsy. Keep it serious for a moment, but he didn't. And we bring our children up in, I suppose, our own special way. What he deems the normal world and what I deal the real world. Jasmine has, from the age of 2, seen auras around people. All the children have gifts, all individual gifts. Jasmine's has always been about empathy. Her herbalist journey started probably when she was about 7. I lost my mother It was sudden, unexpected, even though she was poorly. And Jasmine noticed that I was struggling the second Christmas without her. So she took one of our old Gypsy family herbalist healing recipes and adapted it to me. To this day, I don't know exactly what she put in there because I might steal it.
The secrets shall never be revealed.
They'll never be revealed. I see what spices go down in the kitchen. I do. It's a mess. And we didn't have fancy bags then because obviously this was something that this little 7-year-old girl saw and she wanted to help me. She wanted me to get through the Christmas period because Christmas has always been a very special time of year for us, especially my mother. So she put it in a non-smelling doggy poop bag.
It was the only thing small enough to hold spices without them going all over the kitchen.
Of course, Minnie, please.
Biodegradable.
Non-smell. And it just went from there. They're down the front at the moment with just Jasmine also does channeled spiritualist art as well.
Yes, she's amazing as well.
She is amazing. Her art is down there. Yes, Jasmine has donated in the raffle as well one of her paintings that Minnie asked if Jasmine would be so kind to channel something for tonight. So Jasmine has got one of her herbalist healing bags, and what she does now, it takes a great deal of energy for her because it's not just a recipe that she puts together. She takes a lot of time over each bag because in each bag she puts blessings and intentions. So whatever you need, when that exchange of energy happens, which of course is money for time, it automatically goes to you. So whatever you need that for, it becomes yours. So whether it's spells or wishes or just to get through the day, anything from healing anxiety, depression, not being able to sleep, headaches, whatever it is, she's come up with. She does individual for people as well, but the ones that she does on a widest scale is quite amazing. I've had people come to me all the time that still have them from a year ago and they smell so potent and you can feel the energy in it, and it takes a lot of time for her to do it. And she's not recognised and appreciated enough for what she does considering she's only 11. She's an incredible child, all our children are, and I don't take any credit for this award at all. Well, Minnie.
From there to daughter, how important is that?
It is, but she did it. I'm a herbalist, I'm a natural herbalist and I'm also qualified, but she took it upon herself, completely natural, and it's just something in her that she's got. And she's a medium as well, not only a healer but a medium, and she does completely. Everything is Mother Earth for Jasmine.
Special little girl.
She is. And now Jasmine will say something.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry, I hadn't realised the nearly 100 people standing in front of me.
There were supposed to be a lot more. But anyway, quality, not quantity, they're very important. Why are you passionate about this, Jasmine?
Because I understand that people need the love and support and help that they want and need.
Yes. You are the way showers. You are the way showers. You, my youngest son, all of our children, they're the way showers. We need to show them, right, the natural way so that they can be empowered. Guys,
but we also want to say a quick thank you to my husband, Julian, who is down there, Papa, who supports and lets us be our crazy gypsy selves, and he never ever moans at all the spices that we buy.
And you are a team. You're a team. It's a team, right? I love your family. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Give them a warm round of applause. Thank you. Lovely. wish seeds. It's the blow wish seeds. And you know how important the dandelion is. Of course you do, right? Yes! Thank you, beautiful angels. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. Okay. The next one. The next category is sustainable living. Again, I'm not going to do a speech on this. I just want you to know that I am incredibly passionate about this. And I'm not sure if this very special goddess is in the building even, but I am praying to Divine Soul she's here. The winner of Sustainable Living. The award goes to, and forgive me if I pronounce this wrong, Hopi and her partner. Hopi, are you here? Hopi, are you here? From Lammas Earth Centre. Devastated. Okay. All right. Hopi definitely was meant to be here this evening. And Laurie's just going to show you the award. We've got a nice earth ship. You can make your home anywhere. We've got one on the edge of a cliff here. Sustainable living, huge subject. Apparently I haven't got time to talk about it, which I'm a bit gutted about, but never mind. We are, all of these subjects we're going to talk about briefly in the mag book that's coming out this year, which I know a lot of you know about. And so I'm going to put little pieces in there, and we've got lots of regular columnists in there, bloggers. So you're going to see some wonderful, wonderful writing in there. Okay. The next category is for spiritual writers. Now, I know a lot of you, again, will relate to this. How important and how healing are words when people have lost loved ones? Whether they've lost loved ones or, you know, they are those nurturing, empathic, healing words. They are so powerful. And I have been very blessed to meet lots of spiritual writers. The person that wins this one today, my God, he is incredible. He's written lots of books. He's, again, a spiritual missionary. And he's a very busy man. He does lots of other things as well. The winner of the Spiritual Writers category award goes to, give it up please, for Di Boyce. There we are, my darling. Give me a hug. You don't need to thank me. You deserve this so much. I received so many messages. They brought me to tears. They were amazing. And I knew, because I'm lucky enough to know Di. I'm going to pass this over to you, Di. Would you be kind enough just to share a little bit about what you do, as well as the other work you do, please?
Right. I first met Minnie Simone in 2003, but prior to that, within my family, there was a tragedy where my cousin sadly committed suicide, which opened my mind to a little bit of spiritualism. And then sadly, I went to Ground Zero then in 2002 as a special constable with 360 other police officers throughout the UK to join all the police forces and the emergency services at Ground Zero after the tragedy. Shortly after that, sadly my father passed away, and again it was a tragedy, and it affected me quite deeply. To such a state that I went into depression. In September 2003, which is about 6 months after my dad passed away, for some unknown reason I just started to write. And within about 20 minutes I'd written 3 different poems. But to me, I just thought it was something that I heard on the radio early in the morning, I'd woken up, I'd listened to a song, and I thought they were just lyrics. Unknown to me, these were 3 amazing poems, totally different subjects. And since then, it just hasn't stopped. Just after I started writing, I met Simone at Bridgend Spiritualist Church, where she was doing some readings. And she said to me on that day, and I'll never forget this, she said to me, I don't know who you are, and I don't really know what you do, but I like you. And you will be writing for a very long time, and you will be writing a lot for the rest of your life. But since 2003 until today, I've written 745 poems.
Okay, seriously.
I've published 6 books, which are shown there, and I've actually got a set, which are available as part of the raffle prizes as well. I've got a website, and it's free to view. I've got cards at the bottom, it's on the bottom of it. It's called daveboyce.faithweb.com, and the majority of my poems are on there. They're also on the international poetry website called Poem Hunter. And again, if you search David Boyce, you'll find me on there as well.
This gentleman is so busy with his everyday job, and he devotes so much time, extra time, to writing for those who have lost their loved ones, to give them reassuring words. Okay, and you know how important that is, don't you? This man is, I've got so much love for him. Thank you, Di. Right, next we have the wonderful Mark Hegarty, and he's going to give us a lovely speech. This is a very, very important words, and then he's going to give us a song, because I love his voice so much. Give it up for Mark Hegarty, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you, right. Well, I am unaccustomed to public speaking as I am. I thought I'd write this down. So, you've enjoyed yourself so far, yeah? It's been great, hasn't it? It's been great. Bedlam back there, absolute bedlam. So, if I can just get myself organised here. Okay, so what I wanted to talk to you about today is it's called, it's a little speak about a positive awakening. And I want to tell you what, rather than just me sort of going, I'm just going to go through the speech, and I'm just going to tell, I just wanted to sort of share with you my story, really, where I've been, how I got here, how life is, and I'll just start with it. It was Monday, August 2016, as I drove across the Severn Bridge towards my job in Avonmouth. I slowed down and considered stopping the car and jumping over the side of this bridge into the Bristol Channel. 12 months earlier, the business I worked for went into liquidation. And more significantly, 5 months previously, my only daughter, aged 13, moved out to live with her mother. She decided she hated me, she never wanted to see me again, following an argument where I wouldn't let her go to town with her friends on a Saturday. Until that moment, we had a wonderful relationship, a shared custody relationship with her mother. And there was a time when her mother was getting support for her condition when my daughter lived with me full time. And eventually I encouraged her and we worked towards trusting the mother again, and thankfully that relationship was rekindled and we built back to a 50-50 parenting arrangement. In the June of that year, after completing the Swansea Half Marathon, I spent 3 days in the University Hospital of Wales with a suspected heart attack. And for the first time in my life I became scared. My daughter, however, knew better, and failing to visit, told me by email she knew I was going to be okay and stopped drawing attention to myself. Great medical knowledge for a 13-year-old. The doctors concluded that my attack had been brought on by stress. The job I had was a third less salary than I previously earned, and I was struggling to stay afloat. I can remember freewheeling down hills, just to save fuel, and also throw into the mix the child maintenance service, who wanted £167 a week from me. My ex-wife refused to engage, and the only time she did was to tell me, "We'll leave it to the CMS to sort out, I hope you lose the house." This was after receiving a healthy payout the previous year and never paying a bill in the 10 years we were together. The CMS were ringing me 4 to 5 times a day in work. However, my only real thought was I was desperately missing my daughter. Her health and well-being are my first and last thought, and they still are. She'll be 17 on Sunday, and I, along with my parents, have been completely erased from my life. So to slow my car down, I can remember clearly seeing myself climbing over that barrier and jumping into the Bristol Channel. I can remember thinking this incredulous pain will go away. I had nothing left to live for, however something stopped me. I turned off the hazard warning lights, I started ignition, and I drove to work. I'm still relatively early into my spiritual journey, but I now know that something, that voice or that thought, was spirit. It was Minnie who introduced me to mindfulness. I'm so grateful to that lady. She's an earth angel. I first met Minnie for the reading in 2012 when I was running a business in St Athan. I was in a ridiculous amount of money, however I felt lost. I'd never seen a medium before and hoped I would come away from that meeting with that something that was missing from my life. The first thing she said to me was, "You're wearing a business suit, but this isn't you. You're some kind of singer or actor." And she went on to tell me how I would make a living from singing and some kind of motivational speaking. "You put a lot of money into your own business," she told me. And this was a huge surprise to me, as I started singing in 1987 and stopped in 1998 when I grew up and got a real job. And Minnie still teases me about the face I pulled when I said to her, "Oh, I can't see that happening." And that was a direct response to her premonition. Minnie helped me through my dark times and offering guidance and support. And the one piece of advice that stands out to me that I live by is to practice kindness and put out positivity. Whilst in my darkest place, I found the book Rising Strong by Brené Brown. It taught me how to feel my emotions, reflect on how I came to this place without blaming others, and look at the decisions that I made. With this knowledge, I gained an understanding and was able to build a platform based on learned experience, which helped me grow and take positives from this hardship. I started writing songs to help me heal what I was going through. It helped me, it really helped me. It was an incredible release. I soon realised I wasn't the only person in the world who was going through this pain, and I released a record and a short video that resonated with others all over the world, and my life changed. I started engaging with others who were going through what I'd been through and found I could use my experience to help others. My shoulders began to feel lighter as I read more books, including The Jim Paradox, The Power of Now, The Secret, to name a few. And all these books came from authors who shared their souls to help others. I call them Earth Angels. These books opened my eyes and made me see and help me see, feel, and give me understanding. I started to exercise more. I started to eat healthily. I practiced self-care. I performed 24 concerts in 24 hospitals in 5 days. What I witnessed firsthand, the healing power of music, and my life changed. I saw how dedicated, selflessly helped others, along with volunteers who just wanted to help and make a difference. More Earth Angels. I returned to work after the tour, and I remember my boss telling me how their supply chain was beautiful. He talked to me about we need to make more money. He was telling me about his team of dedicated, undervalued, undertrained, overworked, underpaid workforce needed to up their game or go somewhere else for a job. I felt sick. No more, I said to myself, no more. Once again, I had a choice. I could continue sleepwalking through life, pay the mortgage on a house, and quite frankly, I hated. There were pictures everywhere of the memories of the 13 years of adventure I had with my daughter. This is the house where my drunken wife took an overdose in front of me out of spite, and I left my daughter asleep next door. This is the house where I had to carry my ex-wife from the local park, where she sat in the pouring rain drinking vodka at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's the house where she attacked me and failed to provoke me into retaliating, banging her face against the doors and the walls and told me she was going to tell the police I attacked her. Thankfully, and I use that term lightly. Thankfully, my 7-year-old daughter witnessed this. And when interviewed by the police who were investigating a kidnap and assault charge later that night, after I took my daughter to my parents, her story was the same as mine. It almost seems surreal talking about it. I wish none of this happened. However, it did happen. For a long time I asked why. It took me a long time, but I finally understand that these experiences were part of my journey. I realized I couldn't heal my ex-wife from her challenges. It was something she needed to do herself. I lost myself, and slowly, very slowly, I found my true self. So I made the choice to do something that matters. I wanted to do something good. I decided to trust the universe and believe in myself. I left my job in June 2018. I sold my house November 2018. I sold nearly all my possessions, and everything I couldn't sell, I give away. Like shedding skin, it was liberating. I moved from a lovely big detached, extended 3-bedroom house with its own drive to a single room in my friend's house. It was my choice, and I never regret making that choice. I forgave my ex-wife a long time ago. This was one of the most fulfilling things I'd ever done. To forgive is to live, I told myself. I have no room for hate or regret, I've only room for love. I've given everything I have into creating music, creating positivity, creating memories for myself and others. And I've learned that everything that I went through gave me this experience and understanding to allow empathy for others. How else do we grow without experience? I'm so fortunate to have this creative outlet and understand I need to use this to make light and share my experiences to generate love by bringing people together. I now volunteer and offer emotional support for parents and grandparents who no longer see their children. I'm continually supporting others by phone or online. I become friends with people who have dedicated their lives to selflessly help others. And I've found that there are earth angels everywhere. Without my fall, I would never have seen them. My experiences gave me knowledge, they helped me grow. And I can offer wholesome sympathy with empathy, as I have a real understanding, having felt how others feel. I've chosen to view my hardships as opportunities to grow. Through my awakening, I found the meaning of true love. True love for myself, initially, having time for myself, and as I said, after previously taking care of myself and eventually finding the right partner. I would love to be able to conclude this speech with a happy ever after. However, I haven't finished my story yet, it's just beginning. Every day is an adventure, and I don't really know what the next chapter is. However, I know I'm going to enjoy it. I know I will give everything that I have to make this world a better place and continue to base my life on love and kindness. I've learned to stop, to meditate, to live in the moment, to appreciate, to have gratitude, to listen, to continue to help. And I've grown through this process, and I will continue to grow, and I'm living every single day of my life. I'm going to stop talking to you now, and I'm going to sing you 2 songs, because the first song I've written is written specifically for this event. And as a thank you to each and every one of you this evening, because this song celebrates the selfless work and kindness you bring to this world. The song is about earth angels who walk this earth, and the song is called I Believe in Love. And if you want to buy a CD, it's just down by there.
And not before I give you a hug. Even if I...
Thank you. Right, cheers. I might need the words here because it's a new song.
There are people who care. There are people who share. When you're low, feeling down, they're always around, now believing in love. There are people who are dying, there are people who are crying. Selfless angels they serve, but on this earth, I'm believing in love. walk around this every day, hold your hand, shoulder away, help you when you feel you can't take anymore. When I think of the sun, got nothing to hide. I'm thinking of you, the good that you do, I believe in love. Yeah! We're all here for each other, soul sisters and brothers. If all learn to share for each other, we can I believe in love. 'Cause selfless life can be unkind when there's no one left behind. Experience pre-crush, use yours, and let it shine. Oh, I'm thinking aside, got nothing to hide. I'm thinking of you, the good that you do, I believe in love. I believe in love. I believe in love. I believe in love. Shining everywhere. Thank you. Thank you. I lost my dog. My dog left me on New Year's Eve. She gave me 10 years. This one's all about the joy she brought to me. Miss that much. 10 years of care and attention, a lifetime of love and affection, never a single rejection. 10 years, it's gonna be alright. Let's see those hands, fam. Yeah! Come on! Oh yeah! Last night, I saw her hold you. She said she's told you it's gonna be alright. She's made a vow, she'll never leave me. She'll always love me. It's gonna be alright. The times we spent together will last forever. It's gonna be alright. And as I write, I have you near me. I know you hear me. It's gonna be alright. I'll always see you smiling. The times that we've been through, the love you gave, it made me brave. I'll always think of you. You gave me 10 years of care and attention, lifetime of love and affection, never a single rejection. It's gonna be alright. When you said you're leaving home, the love you gave, it made me free. I'll never be alone. You gave me 10 years of care and attention, a lifetime of love and affection, never a single rejection. 10 years. It's gonna be alright. You'll soon be running wild, running free, as happy as can be. I toast the life you gave. Don't be afraid, you're always here with me. 10 years of care and attention, a lifetime of love and affection, never a single rejection. 10 years. 10 years of care and attention, a lifetime of love and affection, never a single rejection. 10 years. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. You know there was never a single rejection. 10 years. It's gonna be alright. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you. Thank you.
Love it. Oh my God, thank you so much. Isn't he amazing? I bet some of you related to what he's been through, right? Just, I was in bits behind the curtain. That man is amazing. He's very, very strong mentally, and he's a perfect example of how you can turn your life around and change your life. You know, and now he's doing this for so many people to help support them and help bring families together. He's amazing. Please give him another round of applause. Thank you. Okay, right. The next category is incredibly important. We live in a world where we need money, sadly. And there's a lot of people that do wonderful, kind acts to raise money for others, for a list that's endless, just to support others. And the winner of this award, let me announce it first, and then he can tell you a little bit, hopefully. The winner of the fundraiser award goes to Simon Green. Give him a big, warm round of applause. Simon, I'm so sorry, mind you. There's a lot of obstacles up here. This is for you. This is, as you can see, this award has a hand reaching out. Simon is there for so many people. I've been slyly watching some of the stuff you post up, and oh my God, you are just there on it, aren't you, constantly to help people. No, not try to, you do. And actually you're a bit of a celebrity with this as well, because I've heard a lot of amazing things about the things you do. But would you just let everyone know, give them a few words, let them know what it is you do.
Hi, well I've been a wheelchair user since 2003. I've a neurological condition I've had since birth. But I've chaired my local disability group, Bridgend Coalition of Disabled People, and we have lots of members who have various different impairments, a lot of physical disabilities, mental health conditions, learning disabilities, and we just help disabled people have a better voice in the area of Bridgend and throughout Wales as well. But in 2018, I had quite a bad diagnosis, and I wasn't feeling very well. And in April, I got told I had a brain tumour, and I had a biopsy surgery, and they told me afterwards I had 6 months to live. And then in the June time, I was getting a lot sicker at home, and they risked a second surgery to debulk the tumour, and they told me that the surgery would result in paralysis, incontinence. Now, luckily that didn't happen, and I did lose my power of speech for about 5-6 months afterwards. And about November, beginning of December of that year, I started to feel a lot better. I had quite good news from the doctor that I still had a brain tumour, but it hadn't grown, I hadn't put any more swelling or pressure onto the brain. So I thought a good way of getting fit was to try and sign up for a number of different events. So we raised quite a bit of money for our local disability group and another charity which helped children who've got the same condition as me. And I raced the Newport Wales Marathon. And shortly after as soon as I'd done that, I said that anyone sees me near a marathon again, please shoot me, I'm never going to do one again. And then I met a friend of mine, Helen. She's just turned 25. When she was 21, she woke up with a condition called transverse myelitis, woke up completely paralysed. And we went together to the Royal Garden Party. We went to visit Prince Charles, spoke to us both, spoke to her quite a lot. And she told me how she got a condition, and he organised for her to see his own personal doctor. It sounds like something of a soap opera. And he said, with extra treatment, with extra physio, she's never going to regain full fitness, but she might gain some mobility. Now at the moment she relies on someone to help her go to the toilet, someone to help her feed, someone to go in and out of bed. And but they said with extra physio, with extra treatment, she'd probably get some movement in her arms, might get better with her head and neck. But it cost an incredible amount of money, so I signed up to do, last year I did another 3 marathons, 6 half marathons and 22 10Ks to raise money for Helen. And I'm thankful to say that the money
Thank God
was raised.
for people like Simon. Sorry, but thank God for you.
But
seriously.
But the money was raised, and she does have a lot more feeling in her back. She can move her arms about, she got more treatments to come. And I got the Connecting Half Marathon in 2 days' time, which is why I'm not drinking. And I signed up and I'm going to do the London Marathon if coronavirus doesn't stop it from happening. We've got lots of members who have lots of different, we help them in lots of different ways. But I'm thankful to say I'm still fit and well, and I want to keep doing it to prove a lot of people wrong, prove my
yes,
fitness.
That's amazing.
So thanks.
You're amazing. Got so much love for you, Simon. You're an amazing man. You really are. Thank you so much. Isn't he incredible? Okay. Okay, the next category. Do you remember earlier we were talking about sound healing and how important sound healing is? And I touched on how important vocal healing is. When people talk about healers, a lot of people instantly think of a healer as someone that's sort of, ooh, going to put some energy on them, you know. Healers, there's a whole tree with very unique healers, and they heal in lots of different ways, and it's generally quite natural to them. And one of the ways that I'm quite passionate about, that I feel some healers give healing, is through their vocals. You know, there's lots of people that will do guided meditation, they give reassuring words, they've got those wonderful vocals. They're incredibly healing, and that goes the same for singers. So it's quite a broad area, that, isn't it? But this one in particular is for vocal healer, and the winner of vocal healer, give it up please for Mark Hegarty. Quite right. Get out here, Hegarty. Oh, you're so cute. Look at he's like, oh, what's the surprise? So on here we've got, it's very simple, but it's very powerful. If you turn it round, on here we've got a lady, and she's carrying a baby. And this is Mark's partner, Nicola. I don't know, I'm sensing something tonight, Nicola. I was channeling when I did this. No, I'm not joking.
That's not nerves.
I'm stumped. I didn't even realise. No, I'm serious. Don't you find that a bit spooky? I've not had time to sort of think because I've been until about 3 a.m. crafting every day, so I don't have thoughts. Watch this space. We've got a lady carrying a baby. She's holding her baby like this, pregnant. And then on the other side, we've a singer or a vocal healer. Whether you're singing, whether you're speaking, it's very specifically unique, this gift you've got. And do you remember me saying that to you years ago? I said, wow, Mark, wow. I said, you are a vocal healer through and through. And he's like, what? I said, yeah, they always say that. You'll come back or you'll ring me and say, wow, my life just changed. But the power of those vocals, I mean, the unborn child, it starts with that. It's a seed of growth, right? And your vocals, seriously, affect everything around you, everyone around you. Do you see where I'm going with this? So I'm very passionate about this area also. And some people are just incredibly blessed to have these amazing vocals that affect you. You know when you say, oh, they gave me goosebumps, or oh, I really felt that. And this man has that. So please give him a nice round of applause because he really deserves that. Sorry. Okay. Where's the second one? Sorry, we're having a little discussion again. See, so there's two missing. I don't really care that I look like an idiot saying this, I'm just going to say it. We are missing some awards, and we have a very bad feeling that we've left some in one of the vehicles, so please forgive me. I'm going to announce the winners, and I will, later on, I will make sure that the one without the actual award will receive the award, so don't worry about that. This one is for Crystal Healer. Again, healer. It's not just placing crystals on someone and boom, that's it. It's a lot, there's a lot more going on. This is so important, and there are people, there are earth angels that devote their life to doing this. And two of those well-deserved winners, right up next to each other with the support that came in. The winners of Crystal Healer are Kate Matthews. Give it up for Kate Matthews. Woohoo! And Claudia Sophia. Claudia, darling. Where are you? Claudia. Come on. Right. I love you so much. You look amazing. Isn't it great? I bet all the guys are so jealous. It's because I can. Yes, no disrespect to you, lovely gentleman. Hi, sir. No one else is going to do that apart from you. You look divine, absolutely divine. So, these ladies, I just want them to tell you a little bit about what they do. Please, let them know what you do, okay? Because it's important. This is why you're here.
Okay, so when you're in a world of 3D people, it's really shit. It's like hard work. When you want to be yourself and you know that that's who you are and you can't be anything else, you just have to do it. It doesn't matter how down you are, it doesn't matter how out you are, it doesn't matter. You just need to be the true you, and that's when you channel, and I channel like a mother. Good job. And that's basically what I do. I just channel, really. So, and the crystals are like little people that shit. So.
They are one of Kate's tools. Let me tell you, this lady again is a complete tree, and she covers all areas. There's a lot more, and I can sense she's a little nervous. But you please check her out online. Have you got a website, or can they get you on your page? Elemental Sensory Healing, please. You really need to check it out. Indigo Fairy, she's incredible. Give it up for Kate. She really works so hard. It's very lovely. And Claudia, darling, I have to say that every time I say Claudia. Claudia, darling, tell them a little bit about what you do.
Well, I basically work with women. I work with women pretty much all my life. I realized that pretty recently, but yeah, I've done it since I was in my teens, and Crystal just came along with my journey. I started as a massage therapist 15 years ago, but way before that, it was always about helping women, helping finding their center, their heart, being true to themselves, and Crystal just became part of me as well. It's still my little babies, and I don't do anything without my crystals either. I also do energy healing, but the crystals are always there to help me, and they help loads of women as well. And that's pretty much it. And I hope I will continue to do
Show some love. Let me tell you, these goddesses rock. I adore them. So what we're going to do is we've come to a little arrangement. So this one Claudia's going to take, and we're sorting Kate out. Don't you worry, Kate's not going empty-handed. All right. Lots of love, Claudia, and lots of love, Kate. Thank you, goddesses. You rock the world. We love you. All right, beautiful. Can you go that way? Okay, the next category is for spiritualist churches. Give it up for the spiritualist churches. My God, they work so hard. Okay, this one was impossible. I mean, you guys got some serious support, and rightly so. The work you do is absolutely amazing. I'm just going to come out and spit this one straight out. The winner of the Spiritualist Church Award that Laurie's holding, I'm quite proud of that one, look at that, goes to New Inn Rumley Spiritualist Church. Where are you? Linda. Come on up, Linda. Oh, she's thinking, oh yeah, good girl, that's right, get those heels off. Come represent your church. You all, seriously, it was very close, I'm not going to lie, and I mean that. I know people always say that at awards, but it was very close, because you all equally do the most incredible work. But this one goes to Rumley Spiritualist Church, and Linda, you're amazing. You do amazing work. Please, can you say a couple of words? It's very heavy. Say a couple of words about your church.
I'm just going to say, wow, okay. Our church is, everybody's welcome, we're a family, we really like together, we're there for each other, and everybody's welcome, and I'd love to see you come along. And whoever voted for us, I've got to say thank you so much from myself and all our family at the Rumley Spiritualist Church. Thank you all so much.
Take those stilettos, baby. Thank you, Linda. She's amazing. Okay. Right. So we're going to mix it up again, and we've got more channeling and more messages from your loved ones that have passed over. How special is this? We have a wonderful channel, a lovely lady, medium. Her name is Hayley Rogers. Please come up, Hayley Rogers. She's a little nervous. You're going to be fine, girl. Listen, Divine Source look after channels. You're going to be absolutely fine. Come on, my darling. All right. God, look at those nails. They're fabulous, aren't they? All right, my darling. We've had quite a few requests for another lady medium. She's very, very special equally. And we are going to, if she will do us the honour, we're going to ask Keris Dawn Holst, please, if you would come up and show us some of your magic, beautiful angels.
Hi, good evening everyone. Good evening. Thank you everyone. Okay, right, where I want to go, and bear in mind I absolutely know anybody here, is the gentleman and the lady, 1, 2, 3, 4 rows back. Hi sir, can I come to you? I also want to come to the lady next to you, but I'm not sure where I'm going to go with this. Because as I walked in here this evening, I was very much aware of a gentleman that wanted to connect with you. I was actually aware of 2 gentlemen, okay? The one I know was a very proud man. Does that make sense to you? Yeah? And he was telling me how much you have achieved within the last year and how much everything has changed within the last year. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, brilliant. He's telling me that within the family, you've had your fair share of troubles. Okay? And it's been difficult closing the door on some things without reopening that up, if that makes sense. Yeah? And I want to just come to the lovely lady to the side of you, because before he was making you aware how much you have supported each other, okay? And you've been an absolute rock for the good lady, okay? And for the good lady, I want to say to you, I have a lady. I can't even see you, but I am so aware how alike you are, yeah? And she's talking about, I know that she suffered quite a lot before she passed. I feel so ill, and I just want to close my eyes and go. Does that make sense to you? She's making me aware how you were by her side all the time. She doesn't know what she'd have done without you, and she loves you so, so much. feel like I want to cry, but she's talking about a ring that you would have that means an awful lot to you. She keeps showing me something with a red stone in. I don't know if that's a ring, a bracelet, or a necklace, but can you understand a red stone? You can't understand the red stone. Very clearly she's showing me that, so you please take that with you. She's telling me that she passed around her birthday, okay? If that makes sense to you, yeah? Okay? But lots and lots of love from her. She's very much around the both of you. And I don't know if either one of you can understand Tom, because I hear Tom or Thomas. You can understand Tom. I feel he's in the spirit world, yeah? Bringing in lots of love and lots of laughter around both of you, because it's time for the both of you to enjoy and reap the rewards, okay? So lots of love from this lovely lady. Before I go, can you understand somebody who was very young when they passed? Because I'm aware that young soul bringing upliftment and love and joy around the both of you. I know that they've been spoken about recently, or they're always thought about, talked about, if you can understand that. I'm just bringing you fun, and he's blowing kisses to you, lovely lady. He's blowing kisses to you. You are always in his heart, and he is
always in your hearts, okay? And he thinks this is fantastic. He thinks this is... I think he often felt like he was a bit cuckoo, if you don't mind me saying so, when it comes to spiritual stuff, yeah? But he is loving this. Lots of love, because I don't feel you had a chance to say goodbye. Okay, lots of love for the both of you. Okay, I'm trying to stop, I'm trying to break the link. Come on then, lovely Hayley. Woo!
Seventh row, can I come to the lady there, please? Next to Paul. I have a lovely gentleman, lovely, alright, that stands there behind you, alright? I feel he's coming in on the grandfather link, but if you're quite fatherly again, alright? I'm just going to say to you at the moment, lovely, alright? Things have worked out as they should have, if you can understand it like that. Alright? And he's quite proud of you, because I feel there's been an achievement somewhere. Can you understand, lovely? Thank you. And he's there, alright? And I feel... Okay, lovely. I know things haven't been easy in the past there, okay? But he's talking about you, Paul, as well, alright? He's bringing you in here. And he's saying that you support each other, if you can understand it like that. You wouldn't have believed in this, alright? Because he's laughing at me. He said, just get on with it, love, you know, like that type of thing. I feel somebody's suffering with the lower back on the earth plane at the moment, alright? Because there's a lot of healing going up there. Maybe not you, but someone around you, alright? This gentleman was tall, dark and handsome, love, alright? And he's like this to me. I could have any woman I could, you know? Bringing the laughter back to you at the moment. He's given me the month of March there, lovely, is significant either for a birthday, anniversary or passing there. Alright, okay. He's quite, if somebody around you is a little bit too much, you know, like 1,000 miles an hour, love. Alright, they say they need to slow down a bit. Alright, okay. He's not really saying much more, love, alright, but he's proud of you. So whatever you've achieved, he's really proud of you there. There's a hospital appointment coming up, he said he's going with them, okay? Gotta tell you that, lovely. I can hear the name John or the surname John there, okay? Gotta give that to you, lovely. I don't feel it's this gentleman's name, alright, but I gotta give that name to you. Because he wants to be remembered there. He's giving you lovely red roses, alright? Take his love and say God bless and thank you for working with me.
I want to come here because I feel like I've got mum. And since I've been up there, I keep hearing mum, mum. Can the lovely lady there, can you understand mum in the spirit? Yeah? You? That's it. Yeah? Lovely. Thank you. Hey. Can you understand mum? Yeah? Because what a character. What a character. She's so outspoken. Yeah? It's like, here I am. Okay? I know how much you are like her. Alright? But she's bringing lots and lots of love. Do you suffer with your back?
I do, yeah.
Yes, she's telling you. You know, but if I start at the beginning, I know this lovely lady suffered a lot before she passed. It was terrible to see her go. It's really sad to see her go because she went from being such an independent lady to struggling and not being able to do anything. Alright? But she's laughing. She's laughing about your back because you see, she can do it all now. Oh, she can do it all. She is no longer restricted to a bed, if that makes sense to you. Yeah? She wants you to remember her how she was, not what she became. Yeah? Lots of love. I know that there's been tears. There's been some tears with you. She's making you have tears. She's telling me how much you worry about someone. And I know she's talking family. A strong family connection to you. Does that jump out for you? She's saying you've got to leave me, girl, you've got to let him get on with it. Okay? Yeah. It's like when you stop flapping about them. Alright? They've got their lessons and they've got their life to live. Okay? And we can't always, alright? We can't always protect them and they don't listen to us in any, do they? No. Okay. So let her go, let her be. Can you understand why I can see a cross? Like is it a cross on a cross on a chain? But a little cross? Yes. Okay? Because she's making you aware of that. I want to give you a poem called Footprints in the Sand.
all right? And I feel, I'm not hearing it, but I feel up there, some people have like huge faith in God and Jesus. Can you understand that? Yeah, because they're bringing the praying hands in, okay? And with that, I want to say, believe in you. You've been a good soul. You've always done the best that you can. And that's all any of us can do, all right? I just want to say, are you concerned about someone's health? Yes, all will be well. She wants you to know all will be well. Please remember her in her younger day, because I know she was a beautiful lady, and I know that she loved to have a laugh and a joke, and she showed me her heels, which I haven't got any. I've got my big boots on, but she showed me the heels, so I know she liked to have a bit of a good time. Okay, who loved the garden? Can you understand? I want to say to you, they're in a beautiful garden. As we create on earth, so we do in heaven. And they are in a beautiful garden. She's giving you sweet peas, she's giving you roses, and I also want to give you number 11, as in the 11th of the month, which hopefully will mean something to you. Fantastic. Okay, have faith, believe in you. Lots of love, I'm going to leave that with you. And have you got a coin? Have you got a coin? Have you got a coin or something that is like a lucky coin she's giving you? Yeah, I just want to give you the lucky coin, and I'm going to go and say thank you. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, you angels. Give them a really warm round of applause, please, for that. You just chuck them in there. Thank you so much, ladies. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Okay, we've got more awards to give out. Okay, this one I don't need to go into a speech. Because we've already touched on it. Very important area is home education. There's a huge community, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of us, and it's amazing seeing all these unique, wonderful children that have been raised in such a sort of child-led, free way. It's incredible. Anyway, I'm passionate about this, and I'd like to announce the winner of the home education. In fact, we've got home education, we've got coordinators, and one of them are kind of like a team, and the other one is separate. Excuse me 1 second. First of all, I'd like to announce the coordinator. So the winner for coordinator is Helen Davis. If you just hold your seat for 1 second, Helen. And this. The winner of the home education groups is Donna Rapley. The Rapleys, we like to call them. Part of Donna Rapley's home education world, they call it HEB. It's a group in Barry, and it's a team really that run it. So you can stop sitting comfortably and come up here, you two girlies. Come on. Yeah. Absolutely. Now, unfortunately, ladies, again, because my little fingers wouldn't take anymore, started getting arthritic pain, I've got a little one for coordinator and a bigger one for the home education group. Is that all right? I hope it is. But really, this is about just acknowledging you and acknowledging the work you do. Watch, don't slip on my little lace. I know, makes you feel giddy. This is Helen Davis. Give it up for Helen. Helen does so much behind the scenes. Let me just give you a snippet. If Helen's organising something for hundreds of home educators, sometimes she doesn't even go herself. She just organises it and lays it on for the home educators. I mean, she's incredible. Absolutely amazing lady. I know it's only a disc, Helen, but we're acknowledging and we're respecting and we're giving you lots of love for all the work you do. Beautiful lady. Oh, look at that, you've got it already. Hold it up, show it off. So what we've done with the Home Education Award, you you commented on it. Isn't that weird? I've done the chakra colours on it, and it's kind of like a lot of parents will freak out over the risks when children just go and be free and wild. With home educators, we tend to let them be more wild, don't we? And you guys are all representing that, let me tell you. Darius is amazing. Where are you, Darius? He's probably in the shop. And then we've got Summer and Cassidy here, and my God, these children are the perfect example of child-led. You know, the children kind of lead the way, and the parents just help guide them and channel their energies. They see these energies and they think, yeah, let's help them. Let's guide them into those areas. You want to be free? You want to climb a mountain? Climb a mountain. Look at the risks. What risks? Ask a home-educated child to climb a mountain, and most of them will just climb that mountain. They won't see the risks because they are empowered, and that is because of their parents. So let's give it up for the home educators. Thank you so much. You may take your entrance that way, ladies. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. This next category, also very important. Obviously I have named a lot of, well, I've named almost all of them myself, apart from a couple of obvious ones. And they are those that I feel, again, very passionate about. Being, as I'm a light worker myself, just journeying through this bizarre life experience, you do see the most incredible earth angels doing the most incredible things. They don't want recognition for it, but they deserve recognition for it. They deserve love, respect. And this next category is for, as I like to call it, image therapy. Image therapy, again, is as important as it comes under the healing umbrella. And don't we like to surround ourselves in our sacred space with beautiful images, right? And they feed the soul. They take you to places where you just lose yourself and forget any of the challenges in life. And this person, rightfully so, has won this category. Please give it up for our winner of image therapy, Aid Ward. Hi, gorgeous. Oh, you're very welcome. Don't thank me, you deserve it. So this represents, if you imagine being inside this sacred space, Aid, this is what you, and I want you to know this gentleman, again, as with all earth angels, they have their day jobs, a lot of them, and their day jobs may not be titled, why my sweetheart? They may not be titled anything sort of spiritual during the day, but my God, are they doing their earth angel work behind the scenes? Well, this gent, I've known this gent for so many years. Bobby was in nappies when we first met, and thank God we did, because he's, wow, do I trust this man? He's an amazing friend, genuinely. Has always gifted. You're too soft because you give it all away. Or, you know, we love gifting, but you do so much gifting. Sometimes these earth angels struggle a little bit then, don't they? Because they're gifting. And this is one of those earth angels. Aid likes to surround everyone's homes, everyone's sacred spaces with stunningly beautiful photography. And I like to call it image therapy. Aid is an image therapist. One of the best I've ever met, genuinely, you know I mean that as well. It's so therapeutic. And I've watched Aid's personal evolutional journey, and it's been so beautiful to watch. This is what you do for other people, Aid. And even, as I know a lot of you will relate to this, so many people have been in challenging situations where their environment may not be ideal. It may not be where they would love, you know, it's not so much as a sacred space. But we have this thing that we can do, it's very magical, where we can create that sacred space, even in the smallest living space. Do you understand where I'm going with this? And this gentleman, that's what he does. He will change your space. He will open it up. He brings the outside in and the inside out, and it's magical. Please check out his work. It's stunning. Aid, can you just give them your maybe your website or some of your details? Much deserved.
Thanks, Vinny, and obviously thanks everyone for coming. It's obviously brilliant to see so many people turn up. Yeah, well, my story is pretty simple. Really. About 5 years ago, tumbled down a beach. My best friend there, Jan, was with me. Saw the scene, I took a picture, and that's basically where it started. Yeah, it's been a journey which has been, well, it's quite a short journey really, but it's...
Isn't he your news model?
He is, yeah. Only on weekends.
I've seen those pictures, Jan.
Yeah, you know, I've got a Facebook page on aidwardphotography.co.uk. My work is generally, I feel it's a spiritual journey for me. I've also started doing a bit of spiritual writing, which is something which I think is probably going to take shape probably the next few years. But I thought the moment is very early on, but it's a journey which we get on. So yeah, the books are down there.
He just produced these books.
They're mindfulness books really, because I did a bit of mindfulness a few years ago, and it's kind of led me down this path now. So I think it's going to go down that route generally for me.
Oh, you know it's going down that route. You know that's what you're meant to do. The books are absolutely stunning, and this gent is a perfectionist, like no other. So please check out the books. They are stunning. My God, what a gift they are. And you are. Thank you. Please. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Give it up for Aid again. Nice to see you with your clothes on this evening, Father Jan. Okay. You don't know how hard this has been. I so feel for you, Rose. I can't even put into words. How hard is it when you see so many incredible earth angels, and you just want to... I'm trying to show the love as much as I can to every one of them. And I know it's not about just this, is it? Of course it's not. But wouldn't you like to just give to all of them? And it's so tough, this really is. But anyway, the support came in for this lady, and this lady is honestly the most real, the most humble, one of the most real humble women I've ever met, and we've only known each other a short time. And this comes under the healing umbrella, or let's say the healing tree. She's incredible. The award for another healer award, goes to Patricia Welfare. Please show your appreciation to this lady. She's amazing. Where are you, Patricia? Where is she? Please tell me she hasn't gone. Gareth, where is she? No, she hasn't.
She's right there.
Oh, I'm mortified. Can I tell you something about this lady? She went to take a guinea pig to the vets before coming here this evening. That's the sort of woman I'm talking about. Now, to some people, they would laugh about that. That guinea pig has as much right to have the healing and love as any other of our amazing animal kingdom. Am I right? And this lady she keeps horses. She's the first one to jump in, isn't she, Gareth? To look after other people's on their farms, their animals. She's an incredible drummer. She was the lady that was doing the African drumming. Do you remember? She was leading. She's amazing, and I'm gutted that she's left. But even so, this is being recorded, so I'd like to show her. Please show your appreciation for Patricia Welfare. Right. All right. What do you think? Or, yeah. Okay. No. I'm going to go with divine sources. Word on this, Laurie. category comes under reassurance. So it's kind of like, there's a lot more to this. This is about those who are there to help guide others when they have become lost. We've all been lost at some point on our journey, haven't we? Some of us some people rather than can become homeless. Now homelessness can happen to anyone. And there's times like that where people can be or feel that they have hit rock bottom and that there's nowhere to turn. So this comes under, again, kind of like verbal reassurance, healing, that whole umbrella again. And I'd like to announce the winner of the Reassurance Support Award. And the winners are Paul Boomerang Cardiff. Where are you, Paul? Please tell me you're here. Anyone see Paul? Do you know, there are, sadly, there's about 3/4 of this theatre without these amazing people and their supporters that will come in. So I just hope they're all okay, because it's a little worrying, isn't it? Anyway, wow, this guy does incredible work also. He was a guy on a mission. He experienced homelessness himself. I want you to check him out, please. He is Boomerang Cardiff, his name is Paul. Check out his journey and look at what he does. It's unbelievable. Okay, let's have a look, because my little sidekick is gone. Lost it. Laurie, how dare you leave me? Which one? This one. Ah, right, okay. Oh, they're in order time. I don't do order. Okay, this one, this is a mouthful. Very, very, also very important. Comes under the healer bracket also. This category is called Bio-Resonance Healing. And we had one lady that was, my God, we had so many messages about this lady. It was just so lovely. This was the lady that was that received the most support, and rightfully so. The winner of the Bio-Resonance Healing category award goes to Michelle Passy. Give it up, please, for Michelle Passy. Make your way up to Michelle, who is the lovely Di Boyce. Give a hand to our lovely Michelle Passy, please. Am I pronouncing your name right, Michelle? Is it Pass? Michelle Pass. I do apologise, Michelle. All right, lovely. You look fabulous, don't you? You look gorgeous. Here's your little award, look. Would you mind, because a lot of people, since this came out, a lot of people have asked, what is that? What's that one about? Would you share, because I know how important it is. I've done some serious research on this.
Bioresonance is basically frequency and energy healing, and what it does, it scans the body to pick up any energetic imbalances in the body. I use a machine for doing this. It's an Asyra machine, and it'll pick up how can I explain? Yes, toxins, poisons, bacteria, vitamin, mineral deficiencies, parasites, viruses, basically lots of
I know, my eyes were open. I was like, wow. How many of you here have heard of this? Put your hand up if you've heard of it. Fantastic. Okay, well, there is a few, but now you're enlightening the rest, you know. And
it also creates, when it detects a problem in the body, it creates a homeopathic remedy to correct the imbalance.
Yeah.
So it's quite,
how many years have you been doing this?
I've only been doing this for 6 years, but I've been doing...
Only? 6 years? That's incredible.
I've been doing other therapies for 20 years.
Wow, and what other therapies do you cover?
Scanner therapy, electronic gem therapy,
wow.
right frequency healing, biopton light therapy.
Good.
It's all machines.
Wow. So, if anyone wants to get hold of you, have you brought anything with you this evening? Or
business cards.
please, please come and see Michelle, will you? Because this is, when I did my research on this, I was just floored. It's incredible the work
I've
you're doing.
got a few Facebook pages as well.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming. Please show your appreciation for Michelle. Darling, if you want to go that way, see you later. Now this brings us to our last award. Please raise your hands if you are familiar or you understand the title Galactic Missionary. I love it. Okay, the rest of them like, what do you know? A galactic missionary, I'm going to explain my, or I give you my interpretation of it, and I'll give you my understanding of it. And that is, I can speak for myself here as well, because from as young as a little girl, I was very aware that I was a separate being, if you like, inside this human avatar. And I was very well aware of that as a little girl. And for me, a galactic missionary is, we have our missionaries here, they come here, they're earth angels, they are incredible. A galactic missionary has that memory and knowledge that they have done this many, many times. Does that make sense? So they've been here many times, they've been in other parts of the multiverse, spreading their missionary work, basically. That is what that is. And so I'm very passionate about this one, because there's not many with the memory of this, so this is pretty special. I'd like to announce the winner of the Galactic Missionary Award, and please show your love again for this incredible being of light. Kate Matthews. Please make your way up, Kate. Kate, as she expressed earlier, whilst she's there working constantly round the clock every day, under the entire tree, or the healing umbrella. Hello, beautiful. Or hi, I should say. There we are, my darling. Most deserved, it's very heavy. I'm so proud of this goddess, for so many reasons, but I want to just bracket it this way. Kate is very brave. It takes a very, very brave person, and I know a lot of you are going to relate to this, to come out of the spiritual closet, okay? When you brave it on the level that this goddess has braved it, okay, I'm right in saying that actually some innocent, wonderful channels and earth angels are actually punished for that, okay? You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Right? They're punished for it. There's a lot of people sitting in hospitals on the mental health ward, if I say that you'll know what I mean, and these people are incredibly connected to Source. To keep a healthy balance as a light worker, as a healer, as a medium, an earth angel, is harder than you know unless you are one, or unless you are aware of being one. And this lady has maintained balance through every transitional stage, and I just got so much respect for her. She's also very public when she goes through her amazing dips, and she shares that with other people proudly, which I think is incredible. Because if you don't spread that awareness and share your journey and all those painful transitional stages, this lady's a rock, yet she will have meltdowns. Of course she does. She's still in a human-ish avatar. God, you're gorgeous, but it's, you know what I mean, it's more than human. But the point is, she's still very open and honest about the dips and the transitional dips and the downloads, those stages, and everything else. And she's very, very brave, and I've got so much respect for her. Please show your appreciation for this galactic goddess missionary.
Okay, so listen, when you're doing this kind of work, I mean, you need to go through every shit time in every life that you've been through and sit with it and really step into that darkness and find the light within. And when you do, I mean, it's not just this planet. This planet's amazing. She can look after herself. It's humanity that's fucking it up. It's just I connect with the galactic and the divine. So at the moment I'm working with Commander Ashtar, which is he came down as Jesus, not Christian, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that's what he did. Yeah. So I don't know what else to say. It's just you've got to be yourself, haven't you? You're not gonna let it out.
Ready to sing? Was in the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed we'd come along? Everyone's hands in the air, here we go! Hands, yeah! Touching hands, reaching out.